Happy Recalibration Wednesday. Today I have a different spin on things. I want to talk about the archetypes, the Trickster, the Puppeteer, the Orchestrator, and how to harness this in your game. This is a very important attribute for any athlete, to be able to embody this playful presence where you are truly becoming the one that is kind of pulling people off their game, if you will. Or you're able to be so present that you're also a little sly there. You're also very aware of who you're up against, and you're able to really play into them. You're calm, you're clear on the ice. You have a mind for the tactical skills and all the different strategies that you've gone through in your practices and all of that. And then there's also this part of you that always must exist, in my personal opinion, where it's the personality that comes to the ice. And this is important, I think, no matter what position you play, whether you're a player or a goalie. I think the goalie can really harness this to truly become, that puppeteer, if you will. I think it's important. It's either you're being played or someone's playing you, or you're playing them, or maybe you're both playing each other. So today I ended up kind of situating my schedule because a lot was coming up in my mind, and I do a lot of writing, and I do a lot of deep dives into things that are coming up. And the key for me is I love using my textbook knowledge and everything that I've learned in college around sports psychology, the mind, body, the physiology, the energetic systems, the circulatory system, lymph system, breath, respiratory system. And I love to read. And I love to really hear what's coming up out there and to stay on top of things. I think for me, it keeps me fascinated and it keeps me fulfilled in life. And then from there, I kind of have my own spin on it, which is hopefully how we all are operating in the world, where we're taking in a lot of information, and from there, we're able to articulate it in a way that makes sense to us. And even if we were to have a conversation with whoever wrote that book or did that podcast, they would be fascinated by it, because the human brain is fascinating, in my opinion. So this is for the elemental athlete, and I'm going to refer to you. And I know that there's many different people that watch these. If you are watching it on a YouTube video or on Instagram, there's all different people that are inspired by different content. So I trust you'll get something from it. So I'm just going to read. I write in this book right now, about halfway through. I'm just going to read what came to me today, and then I'll reflect upon it, okay? So life says spin, and my soul says not today. I will play and live and be anchored in my essence of I see, hear, feel, smell, and sense there's more to life than aimlessly being pushed and pulled and allowing it. There comes a time one must realize that there is certainly a choice, a divine intervention called attention and participation, knowing from the heartbeat what's coming, and a spirit that winks, smiles, and waits until the relative certainty of this way. A commitment to try, step, play, and keep the heart open, mind clear, soul knowing what is in the reality. What is in the reality, life is full of layers, and the only way to experience and grow wise is to be in it without regret. So maintaining a humble demeanor while participating, not anticipating. Seeing and feeling and sensing the play versus reading the play. thinking your way through life versus feeling your way. Yes, it is true. There is a sense of mental engagement, not mental chatter. A mind that can choose to be strategic, a magician, if you will, a puppeteer, an orchestrator, a trickster. These character and personality attributes that all have, they can be used for better or worse, in alignment with respect or disrespect. You choose consciously or unconsciously. In a ripple and an awareness of what do I want to do with this ripple? What energy do I want to put towards it? What other ripples are present? What do I want to achieve from them? It's an idea that you can become the wind, breeze, a calm summer day. You are affecting your environment. I'm going to come back to these things, okay? I just want to finish this writing. There's so much depth here. This idea is not to support you becoming a master manipulator. It's just to introduce the concept of you are energy and so are others. We have been in many situations where the energy was a storm and maybe we chose to be a storm back, or we remained calm and still. In those moments, you can realize what you chose to do mattered and ultimately will affect the greater experience, wisdom, and lessons and learnings you gain in life. And all of this is not possible without awareness, intention, but truly awareness and a clear mind, a clear lens where you can see the play versus projecting, reading, or reacting. We want to be responding to what is true without a mind or ego that likes to steer the ship into the rocks or out to the sea versus the shoreline for peace and prosperity, a moment to be present with what is real. What are you seeing, witnessing, feeling, smelling, sensing? And hold space for the reality without the mind's biases from all past experiences or anything known or unknown witnessed by your unconscious or unaware self. I'm going to come back to this. So a couple, I want to say it was two Recalibrate Wednesdays ago, where I was really talking about how we affect our environment, how we have these mirror neurons, how we smile at someone and they most likely will smile back. We wink or we go this way and someone might choose that way, but if they know you, they might go the opposite way. But how we are seeing and witnessing our environment, and depending on how much we know our environment, the person in front of us, the game, the position we're playing, if we're a goalie versus center, left wing, right wing, defense, all of this really affects how you're behaving, and how you're behaving is affecting everyone in front of you and everyone is affecting you. But you get to bring energy to every situation. And within this writing, what came to me was just this remembering of a conversation I had with a goalie that I'm working with in the WHL, and just about harnessing this. It wasn't the trickster, but it's that kind of an essence. Sometimes we'll use like a fox energy or something, where you're able to embody this playful part of you that does want to do that on the ice. Like that wants to be an energy that is affecting others. You do. Maybe, and then if you're affecting your team, hopefully you're bringing them up, they're feeling energy, they're all working hard, even though it's triple overtime, you know? That there's this energetic currency that they're feeling and they're leaning into, they're choosing to lean into. So just really knowing that there's this ripple of energy. Like if you were to be in water, for instance, and you were to make a motion, the water would move. Air is no different, and you'll feel it on the ice. You'll feel air moving. It's the same if you speak underwater. If you just yell, there's a vibration that leaves you. So there's this energy, this ripple that we're always creating. And if we're not aware or living life with intention, we can be putting energy towards a lot of things that is not even helpful. That's not for our highest evolution in the sport. It's not developing that excellence or that precision, because we're kind of leaking energy everywhere because we're not really living life with intention or a clear awareness of what is going on inside, outside. How am I affecting my environment? How is my environment affecting me? Okay, so this is an important concept to start to gather within you, and then start to tap into the personality that is you, the character that is you, and the beauty of the human mind that can choose to take on different personalities. We all have a little bit of an actor or an actress within us where we can play in life. And some of us were better at it when we were kids and maybe got a little more candy. Maybe got picked up a lot more. So we all have this part of us that really knows how to affect our environment, how to get what we want. And to always be aware of, is this in alignment with respect or not? I personally think for the love of the game, when you're on the ice, it's like, yeah, that's in alignment with everyone's there to be pushed and pulled and tugged and to witness how they respond in the moment, to really feel the depth of who they are. No one wants to show up and play and have it be easy. Do you know what I mean? Because then it's not really fun to play. There's not much emotion. And if you're in the sport and you're watching this, chances are you really care. And you love that part of the game. You love being up against someone that is really talented and also playful, maybe a little bit witty, a little bit sly. That there's something within that experience that makes you rise and makes you meet it, match it, makes you mirror it, if you will. But the key here is the self-discovery phase where you're understanding this felt sensation. So I wanted to touch base on that. And when you are really affected by someone else, to really tune in, especially if you're angry, you're irritated, you're pissed off. And it's okay to have those energies if you're able to really dial it in and use it within your strengths and what you know you really bring to the game. So use that energy to really just amplify your unique, authentic expression in the play and on the ice, okay? So if it makes you more, if you're normally a playful person and someone's doing that, if it helps you be, if that's your super strength that you add and it's amplifying that, beautiful. But if all of a sudden you're behaving in a way that's not helpful, it's not really your highest version of you, then you're letting them affect you. So don't do that. Practice not doing that. Okay, so I'm just watching the time here. I wanted to just really quickly speak to the Trickster, and you can look this up. It's an archetype. Just some things that I wrote down around it is like Trickster, people would see it in the class clown, the comedian, rule breakers, that pot stirrer, someone that exposes illusions. And it's also someone that's a hero that can be wise, that can be lovable and friendly, but also can be that villain, can be that one that, again, is unpredictable, which is a good environment for a lot of people to be around because it brings out the best in a lot of people because they're on their toes. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know if this was helpful, and look up Trickster and see if you can bring forward some of that energy and just my biggest ask is to bring more awareness into how you're affecting your environment and how your environment is affecting you mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, bye.